And so now that you're leading the Harvey Twisters, when you look at, day one of practice and you have kids coming in who don't know the names that we've talked about, do you guys do a little history lesson on the greatness they're walking into? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I sit them down and tell them I tell anybody the rich history, the rich history. And we got like the shirts, how we make our shirts up, all the names and what they've done is on the back with the years they won state. And if I got experience with those guys, I break them down to them. Just like with my kids, man, throughout the season periodically, or especially around state time, at the practice or before practice or at the tournaments, we bring it up and we huddle up and we get a break. Or when I got them working hard in practice just out of nowhere, I may scream out, tell them, everybody, 1, 2, 3, Steve Williams. I scream Steve Williams' name a lot, man. And a lot of kids be like, who is Steve Williams? And I sit them down and I break them down who Steve Williams is. I said, this is arguably the greatest twister that ever lived, man. He's not with us no more, but he's here with us in spirit. I said, but man, I don't let nobody forget that name, man. Nobody.
Legendary Twister wrestler, passed away in the early 2000s. I'll never forget hearing it. Freestyle tournament I was at.
Yeah, broke my heart, man. Broke my heart.
And that's a guy who, as you said, talent-wise, just off the charts, pinned his way through the state tournament and, had his demons as well. But, without him, there's no Joe, there's no TJ.
Man, without him, there's no Travis Hammons.
Wow.
I emulated certain things. He did, that mindset and that confidence, man. Just like you just said, pinned his way through the state tournament. One of those matches, he was down a lot of points. But you wouldn't know it watching the match because he was wrestling like he was winning. And his confidence never shook. So I got a lot from that guy too, man. Just that confidence and that mentality. Like, I don't care what you did or who you are, man. I'm Steve Williams.
Damn.
I'm Steve Williams. And that's how he was, man. And he took over. He was actually the one that was going to replace Quint, man. And I never forget those couple seasons he was coaching us, man. It was special, man. It was special.
So he coached. So he was one of your youth coaches.
Yeah. Before he passed, he was one of our youth coaches, man. And I figured out that I had a mentality like that guy, so I gravitated to him. I used to spend the night at his house a lot. That dude had one of the fanciest trailer homes I ever seen, jacuzzi tubs and everything throughout it, man. Like I said, man, this makes sense, dude, because if you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it right. You Steve Williams. So I looked up to that guy, man. He was special to me, man.
He had
Very
jacuzzis
special.
in the trailer?
Yep, he was special. He's a special dude, man.
God.
And then he'd get on the basketball court. He had skills on the basketball court, man. He was just a special athlete.
How different was his personality from like Joe and TJ?
Joe and TJ is more quiet killers. They more laid back, play it in the cut outside of wrestling. Steve was passionate with wrestling and outside of it, outspoken, outgoing. The life of the party, man. Life of the party. Great guy, man. Great personality. Extremely passionate and a great personality, man. And get along with anybody. And I ain't just saying that. That's just. But Joe and TJ, from my history, man, more laid back. You probably have to bring the conversation to them. But with Steve, he gonna come start the conversation with you.
The confidence you must have with Steve Williams in your corner must be ridiculous.
Man, I felt like I could take on God if I had to, man. I'd take on Thanos if I had to. with him or Quint, man, I'm telling you, man, you can stack all odds against me. If I got those guys, that security blanket with them, man, it was special, man. It was special in the mindset, man.
Man, rest in peace to the great Steve Williams.
Absolutely.
So when you're looking at your role now, you're there, 100% to serve the kids, a selfless mission. How do you guys break down technique from day one? Are you going stance in motion? Are you going double legs? Like, how do you guys look at that?
Absolutely. Stance first. I mean, the Michael Jordan said it best, man. The minute the fundamentals go out the window is the minute, no matter how great you are, how talented you are, the minute you're going to fail. You can't skip steps in wrestling, and part-timers get part-time results. So stance and motion first. See which kids is flat-footed. See who's got some good feet or some good balance. See who's got some agility already. And then from there on, man, you start showing moves little by little and enhance their ability and their mentality and they technique, and the rest is history, man. But You know, it each one teach one, man. It take a collective, man. It just can't be one guy.
Because there's a ton of coaches in there too at any
Oh
given
yeah,
time, right?
oh yeah. But the main thing is, it's like any program empire. Everybody got to be on the same page. Everybody got to be on the same page.
Do you guys allow parents in the room?
No, that's a distraction.
Wow.
That's a distraction. Because they're going to be, I mean, you know, parents, you got some that might not do it, but a lot of parents don't play favor with their kid, and that brings distraction. That brings distraction.